Hello again. This is the second time I'm trying to restart this again. For some reason it keeps throwing me off the internet, so hopefully I can get through this. Connie Stewart makes flashcards, and she has a video, quite a few videos on it. This idea is taken from her, and I will link her video so you can see. And what I'm doing is I have these scraps of colored cardstock and white cardstock, and they're all different sizes, as you can see. They're different pieces, but I've been throwing them in here because I can tailor them to Connie's flashcard idea, because it doesn't really matter what size they are as long as they fit on the front of a card. So that's what I'm doing, is trying to do her flashcard version using what I have, using the scraps that I have. So I have these adorable little bunny images, and I'm just using one of the colored pieces of cardstock that I have in the box, and I have orange, purple, and this one was a blue one, as you can see. This one was a yellow one that I used, and this one was a pink one. And this is what they're going to look like in the end. And this is the only actual pink backing too. The other ones are all going to be green. So, but these two are all the way done. So this one's almost finished. But I wanted to show you the process of how to walk through this. This is really fascinating. So what you do is you take this piece and you just punch out one of these, and she'll show you it doesn't matter what size what shape you use behind, but you just use this cardstock that's in behind. That's the idea, is to not waste it. So, and I need 3 flowers, so I'm going to cut those out, and then I need 3 middles. 1, 2, 3. All right. So this is going to go right on top of this and be glued together, and you won't see all those holes that I've punched. Connie Stewart is just amazing with her thought process. I'm really impressed with how clever she is. All right, so, and again, this will go right behind, and you won't see any of that. All right, so let's start gluing these down. So first we've got to glue this one down. Oops, one of my gray hairs got down there. And you just glue this in. This is my recycled cardstock from, I guess, a pair of pants. And I love this. Once you put it down, you don't see any of that garbage that you've punched out. Nice. All right, so that one's ready, and then we can do this one. Excuse me. It's big time allergy season for me, so it feels like I'm walking around with a couple frogs in my throat. And this purple is actually a folder, a filing folder that I had recycled. Right there. So then we need to put the flowers down in the corner. to stamp this word. This says bunny hugs. That is so cute. And I love how they all look so different yet the same. Now I need to punch out from some white scrap. I've got a whole pile of these. But I get around to using them, that's for sure. Okay, I think that's all I need. And this third one I like to 3D. I always like to 3D at least one of the flowers up, just so it gives it some height to it and it looks nice like that. All right, then we need my grandma used to play cards with us, and she always licked her finger when she was playing cards, and we used to ask her, "Grandma, why do you always lick your finger before you touch the card?" And she said, "Because my fingers aren't sticky anymore. When you're children, you have sticky fingers. When you get older, then all that stickiness goes away. So you have to lick your fingers to make them sticky." All right, so those are glued down. This needs to be glued on there. Oops, probably help if I put the glue down first. But now I totally get what she was talking about. I lost the glue in my fingers too. There. Nice. Alrighty, so now I just have to, that one's done. I'll have to do a little stitching behind. Along the sides. There. That one's done. Just gotta finish gluing that. I'll have to send Connie a note too, letting her know that I've shared this video and made some of her cards so she can come and check them out. and I'll make it so that if you're interested, you can watch her video and you can make some too. It's nice because just that one sheet of colored cardstock really, I mean, it decorates the whole card if you use this stuff that's not going to be shown. I just find that so fascinating. That girl's really clever. I've been doing this now for quite a few years. And it's fun. And sometimes it can be challenging to see what else, how else can I use it? Because there's so many ways. There. Now I just need 2 more little pieces of 3D tape to stick on there. That's so cute. Purple and blue and orange. Can't believe it's the 3rd already. Good golly. Time is flying by. June. The kids should be getting out of school soon. That is pretty. All right, now we need the little pearlies on. Oh my goodness, where did they go? Oh, my sister and I, when we're beading together and we make something boing, we will start laughing and laughing and laughing. All right, put my finger over it so it doesn't fly again. That was ridiculous. That's pretty. Nice. All righty. This one needs them. Put this one up a little bit farther. Yeah, that's better. That's pretty. All right, and then these can go back in there. And then we just need some leaves. And I've always got leaves cut out. So because whenever I have leftover green cardstock or green glittery paper, then I punch out some little leaves. That way? Yeah, that way. All right. That's nice. All right, so that one's done. That's pretty. All right, last but not least, There, very nice. All right, so thanks to Connie Stewart and her fantastic idea, I have made a couple my versions of flashcard. So there's 4 there. So there's the orange one and the yellow one and the blue one and the purple one. It's kind of like a periwinkle. And then the pink background card too. That was fun. Okay, and while I've got your undivided attention, I wanted to show you some cards that I've been working on. I had put this one together. I had put a, what is it called? A quest. A challenge, that's what it's called. A challenge on my Facebook group. And to use something recycled and make something. And so this week, this is a pink curtain, sheer curtain that I had that ended up, it's just so old that this last time when I washed it, then it ended up having a hole in it. So a big cut in it. So I cut it apart. I was going to throw it away and I went, wait a minute, that's sheer, I can use that on my cards. So I did. So I made these little clusters. So I've got this one with the little rocking grandma, and this is the inside of an envelope. So this one's all signed and ready to go. And even help the macaroni find the cheese that came off of a macaroni and cheese box. But the elderly will enjoy doing that, I'm sure. So that was one with the little cluster on. This is another cluster, and this is the same fabric off of that curtain that I just made it into bows. So I made that one, and that one's all ready to go to the seniors. And another bow and another cluster using that recycled curtain. And that's all signed and ready to go. And then these ones were just cards that I had put together this last week. And you've seen this before. I showed that to you. And the background is just some paper strips that I had, and I glued them together. They're the binding strips for the paper pads. So I put that all together. And this was actually from a piece of wallpaper from years ago, and I saved the footballs off of the wallpaper. And so I added that on and then put that together. So that one's ready to go. And this one, more scraps. Just put together a little cluster, and there's a unicorn and a frog. And I tell you that because it says never play leapfrog with a unicorn. That would hurt. And this card started out because I had this corner and I needed a heart for something, so I'd cut out a heart. And I saved the cardstock, of course, the negative. And then I thought, oh, that's right, I've got this bear holding the heart, so I could 3D that up. And then I have a little drawer of hearts up in here, so when I have excess, somebody just gave me these too, but when I have excess cardstock, then I'll try to keep this full of hearts too, because I do use quite a few hearts. I like to put hearts on to cover up smudges when I make boo-boos or things like this. That's fun. And another card. These are made from the embellishments that I made. I believe the last video that I made was about doing these fringe embellishments. So I put those on the front of the card. And construction paper from the kids. They drew on the other side, so I always save that. And then more scraps. And that's all put together, ready for the seniors. And more scraps. And this one's all put together, ready for the seniors. And this one was from the Gentleman Crafter, and he had put out this sketch, and so I used one of his sketches to make this and let him know. So that's fun. So, and that's another one that I made. All right, so there you go. So that's what I've been working on the past week here. So until next time, if you'd like to receive notifications, please go ahead and like, subscribe, and share this video, and click that bell for future notifications. And until we meet again, happy crafting. Bye.